All right, Mason, it's time for Delays But Good.
I love that.
Due to the ongoing actors' strike, which is still happening, it's all falling down and apart, which I love. They're looking to push back Deadpool 3 off its May 3rd release date to a later date. We don't know as of yet. Apparently about half of it has been filmed as of so far, and it looks as if Captain America Brave New World is moving up from July 26th to fill that May 3rd gap.
I see. Okay.
Which is where the Captain America with the wings is Captain America.
That's exactly right.
And it's about, what else? Is it about Red Hulk maybe, or is that Thunderbolts? Which is the Harrison Ford one?
Thunderbolt Ross.
Okay, in the Thunderbolts.
No.
So he's in this?
Yes, he's in this, yes.
Because
Anthony Mackie.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about him, yeah.
He showed up and he was like, ah, ah.
Yeah, I remember.
Because he's like, let's get it done. And Anthony Mackie's like, that's so cool. He's just here being like, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Let's get it done and over with. What a pro. Let's get it done and over with and leave and smoke weed and get in a little plane and fly around in a little plane.
That's right. So,
what a pro.
So, yeah, so that's all. So apparently Brave New World is... Well, what was it called?
It's called New World Order.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, you can't really call something like that because there's a lot of conspiracy theories around such a thing. Yeah, I don't really know much about this one, to be honest. And, I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out at the movies.
At the movies on May 3rd, unless it's delayed, which could be. Which things often are. Yeah, so that's fun. Now, speaking of Marvel, Mason.
Go on.
Deadline are reporting that Captain Marvel... Now, last week it was reported that the opening weekend of that would be 50 to 75 million.
Okay.
Which was a bit of a disappointment.
But not a total disaster.
It could be, depending on the legs. Yeah, it absolutely could be a total disaster. Let me just clarify. But now it looks like it's going to make 75 to 80 million potentially.
That's less of a disaster.
But it's still a total disaster.
A total disaster, and that's unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering the last one made $1 billion.
Yeah.
If we're considering this a sequel to Captain Marvel.
That's right, which it is. I think also, we've talked about this, but people aren't going just to see anything at the moment.
It's true.
It's events.
Yeah.
It's word of mouth. That's the stuff that's kind of carrying at the moment, and especially when you can't get the actors in the movie to promote the movie.
That's true.
There's not really, there's no buzz around it after this. There isn't an Avengers movie.
That's
so,
true.
Unless it's like amazing and it carries, then we'll find out. But it is the shortest Marvel movie ever made, which is either a really good thing or a really bad thing, or it means nothing.
That's right.
I can't tell yet. Yeah.
Could be any of those three things or a secret fourth thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which we'll only know at time.
The director's strike is over.
Yeah, I think so that was over like long ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So the directors are doing stuff like walking the red carpet with like the names of the cast on their shirt or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. And even though the director might not have actually directed this movie, as we've talked about.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
Who directs anything, Who directs anything? Martin Scorsese.
That's true.
And we'll talk about him. And there's a bit of further Captain Marvel news. This is from via the Watch podcast. They said the future...
It's just called the Watch podcast?
Yeah. Well,
damn, we could have got that.
Yeah, but we didn't.
No.
I think...
I think that would die in SEO, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
Hard to Google it. There's a movie coming out called And.
And?
Yeah.
No question mark, nothing?
Nope, just And.
Let me check that. I'm going to Google that and see what...
Well, Google's gotten better at finding that sort of thing, but it's also gotten worse at everything else.
Okay, so yeah, it just says popular movies. That's the first result, and the first one is Old Dads, which maybe
you've just been watching.
Maybe I'll talk about this week. Yeah, and is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah.
Oh, Emma Stone, something. Okay.
Yeah, Google's gotten quite good at if you're like, oh, that band, the. You look them up and it's like the band or whatever. But if you're like, how do I change a light bulb? It's like, oh, it's 20 AI generated articles about how nice different types of light bulbs are or whatever.
And how nice are they?
Very nice.
Oh my God.
If they weren't so nice, there wouldn't be 20 articles, would there?
I guess that's true. So the Watch podcast has said the future of those Marvel icons are unclear. So this is like the people that were planning to replace like the core three. So the departure of the franchise anchors like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson had already taken its toll, and as had the shocking loss of Chadwick Boseman. But other MCU stalwarts.
Yes, sure.
We
get what you mean.
Yeah. We're heading for the exits. The Guardians of the Galaxy cast went on a farewell tour. Brie Larson grew disillusioned, and Marvel tussled with Sony in a custody battle over Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Like he's a child.
Yeah. He is a little boy.
You have to go live with Sony during the week, and then you can come and stay with Marvel, your dad, for the weekend.
Sony sucks.
They don't let me have to share my room with the Spider-Man or whatever. I have to share my room with Morbius.
Gross.
Yeah.
Because I guess the plan was replace Thor, Captain America, Iron Man with like Captain Marvel,
Doctor Strange, maybe.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, new Captain America.
Shang-Chi, where's he?
Where's he? Shang-Chi, where's he?
Where is he?
That could be the name of the next movie.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, where's he? He's back parking cars again.
I don't know if Brie Larson was the wrong person for the role necessarily, but the toxic backlash means that Brie Larson doesn't want to play Carol Danvers anymore. And fair enough.
Yeah.
Because that shit is crazy. Like, obviously it's, whenever we say this, people are like, what, you can't not like somebody? You can, yeah, obviously, but you got to acknowledge that, like, the absolute fucking vitriol that has been tossed at her, and most of it is nothing.
It's absolutely
for
nothing,
no reason.
yeah.
And now it's all kind of got over to Rachel Zegler as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she's copping a lot of flack for Snow White. A movie, like, what do you even care about Snow? Who cares about
you
Snow?
don't
What
care
are you
about Snow
doing?
White, yeah.
What are you doing? So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if she's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
get
she's got her
screwed
Oscar.
at.
She's got, a bunch of paydays for a bunch of movies that she's done.
She's doing that Apple show where she's teaching everybody about chemistry or whatever.
What?
She's doing an Apple TV show about chemistry.
Huh.
She's like, I love chemistry. I'm an important woman in chemistry or something. It's called Chemistry.
Okay.
I don't know what
So
it's
this isn't Brie Larson teaches us chemistry.
No, it's not
I'm
like-
an important woman in chemistry. I'm Brie Larson. It's just rebranding.
It's not like Jeff Goldblum looks at things and
Okay.
goes, oh,
Ooh.
okay. All right.
All right. not
That's
bad.
called Lessons in Chemistry.
Okay.
There you go.
Does that have a double meaning? Is some of the chemistry romantic, kissy chemistry?
Mason, it's not out till October 13th,
Yeah.
which is past.
That's
So, and I don't know because I haven't seen it.
All right. Okay.
I haven't seen it. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, they've got other Captain Marvels as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think it is a thing of like...
This one's basically like, which one do you like the most? They'll get another movie.
Yeah. Do you think it is a thing where like they should have done an Avengers movie by now?
Yeah, feels like they should have, shouldn't
It's been 4 years since the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
People have forgotten who the bloody Avengers are.
Who are the Avengers now?
John Steed and Emma Peel.
Okay, that's
Those
great.
two weirdo British people.
Yeah. I remember they beat up Sean Connery in
They
that
beat up
movie.
Sean Connery who's in a bear suit.
Yeah.
You remember that? He was trying to build a weather machine.
I haven't seen the movie, but I do remember that. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay, right.
'Cause those are the kind of circles that I move in. Yeah.
The Avengers fan club for people who haven't seen
That's
the
right.
remake of the Avengers, but the British version, not the American version, but the movie was American, I guess, anyway.
That's right. Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes.
Emma
Uma
Thurman.
Thurman.
Thank you. Emma Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah.